Hi, I'm Amy Sovereign. I'm your broker here in Fort Worth. And before you close on your brand new home here in the DFW area, there's one crucial step that could save you thousands down the line, and that's your blue tape walkthrough. Most buyers think that new construction means flawless, but even the best builders miss things. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to expect during your blue tape inspection. So, what exactly is a blue tape walkthrough? This is your final opportunity before closing to go through the entire house with the builder's superintendent or warranty manager, marking any defects or unfinished work with blue painter's tape. The builder is going to provide that tape for you so that you can just focus on spotting any issues. It's your last opportunity to say, hey, this isn't right. Let's make this right before I close. Now, I do want to point out that some of the items I'm going to talk about here, like proper drainage around the foundation or outlets that aren't wired correctly, are things that a third-party inspector is going to find. So even with new construction, hiring your own inspector is a very smart move. But if you're going to skip that step, I'm going to give you some tips of things that you should be looking for on your walkthrough. All right, let's step inside your new home. Start with the walls. This is where most cosmetic issues hide. Look closely for nail pops, uneven paint lines, and drywall seams. Run your hand along the wall to feel texture differences. Any small dings or scratches, mark it with blue tape. Builders expect this, so don't feel like you're being too picky. This is literally why the walkthrough exists. All right, so next we're gonna check the trim and baseboards. Look for gaps where the trim meets the wall or the flooring. Are the corners tight? Is caulk missing? Baseboards especially take a beating during construction, so you want to mark any dents, chips, or areas where paint looks thin. And then you're going to move on to doors and windows. Open every door in the house, bedroom doors, closets, even the pantry. Do they latch properly without sticking? Same with the windows. They should open smoothly and lock securely. If a window feels stuck, mark it. That's often a balance or alignment issue that's simple and the builders can adjust it now, but it can be a headache later. Okay, let's move on to the kitchen. What you're going to do is open up every cabinet, every drawer. Do they line up evenly? Are soft close hinges actually soft close? Check for scratches inside the cabinets, especially under the sink, because plumbing is installed late in the game. Run the faucets. Look underneath for leaks. Same thing in the bathrooms. Open every vanity, turn on the water, flush the toilets. It's amazing how often a slow drip can go unnoticed. And then speaking of plumbing, this is a good time to look at your hot water heater. Make sure it's accessible, make sure there's no rust on any fittings, and then check the pan to make sure that it's installed underneath just in case of future leaks. All right, so the next things I'm going to talk about are things that a third-party inspector would be checking, but if you forego that process, these are things that I would absolutely check out. You want to flip on every switch, plug a phone charger into every outlet. Sometimes outlets get missed entirely or a switch doesn't control what you expect it to. Your builder has installed GFCIs, so go ahead and test those buttons too. And then once you take a walk outside, walk around your home, look for any grading. Does the ground slope away from the foundation? That's huge for drainage and prevents water issues later on. Sprinkler heads should be visible, aimed away from the house. Also check for weep holes in the brick. These are small gaps that should be clear, not filled with mortar or debris. And this is also a time to check the paint on the exterior. Are there any drips, missing spots, or areas where the wood is still exposed? Especially in Fort Worth, where sun and rain are both brutal, you want the paint to be protecting your trim from day one. All right, finally, before we wrap up, walk through your driveway and sidewalk. Look for cracks or uneven sections. It's much easier for the builder to fix these before you're moved in. And there's a big tip that most people don't do. Take a video walkthrough of your entire home during the inspection. Pan slowly, capture walls, floors, ceilings, closets, everything. This gives you a time-stamped record of exactly how your home looked at delivery. If something pops up 3 months later, you've got proof from the start that it was not there. So here's the bottom line. The blue tape walkthrough isn't about being difficult. It's your opportunity to hold the builder accountable to deliver the quality of product that you're paying for. Once you sign the closing papers, it's on you, not them. So take your time, be thorough, and remember that if you decide not to hire a third-party inspector, these are absolutely the things that I would make sure you cover, because these can be costly down the road. And if you're buying new construction here in Fort Worth and you want my complete blue tape checklist, the exact one I use for my own clients, just comment blue tape below or send me a message. I'm glad to send it your way and help you with your walkthrough in total confidence. So thanks for watching. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more insider tips on buying and selling in Fort Worth. See you next time.